Hey, welcome to my YouTube channel. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the command line, and it's just going to be beginner friendly. So let's get started. So what's the command line? The command line is basically a software in your computer that helps you to interact with your computer. I'll talk about what that means. So normally if you want to create a folder on your computer, you can simply right click and then create a new folder, and you can give it a name. So let's just say folder 1, right? So this action that I did now, it's basically called using the graphic user interface to interact with your computer. What if I told you that you can do that using another program? So that's where the terminal comes in, and if you're on Windows, it's called the command prompt, but on Mac, it's called a terminal. So here's my terminal, but I'll be using another software that is similar to my terminal. It's more like an emulator of my terminal called Item. It's more presentable for me, so I'm going to switch to that now. It's called Item. So, but it basically runs the same commands. So now, just to do something quick, to show you an example. So remember I told you that you can do the same action, right, using the terminal. So let's say I want to create a folder on my desktop. So introducing you now to the first command. It's called mkdir, which means make directory, and then I'll give it a name. So I'll call this folder 2. Press enter. So you can see here now we have folder 2. Remember folder 1, which I created with the graphic user interface just by right clicking, and then this is folder 2 using the command line. If you observed, before I came to my desktop, I used a command called cd. So what cd does, it means change directory, right? So let's say currently I'm on my desktop on the terminal. But before we go into cd, there's a command called ls, which means to list what you're currently, all the items that are in your current directory. So I'll show you what that means. So if I do ls, you can see it's showing me books, desktop folders, other folder 2, carrier store folder 1, demo, and this image here, which are all the items that are here, right? So ls on the terminal helps you to list all the items in that directory. We can go into folder 1 by right clicking, it's open up, there's nothing inside. You can go into folder 2 by clicking on it too, and there's nothing inside. To do that from the terminal, you use cd and then the name of the folder. So here we have, let's say I want to go into folder 2. So I'll do folder 2. Now I'm in folder 2. So if you check here, you can see it's showing me the path I moved from desktop to folder 2. And then if I do ls, there's nothing inside folder 2. And if I also click from here, there's nothing inside. The next command is called touch. So what touch does, it helps to create files. So let's say I want to create a text note, or you can even create a Microsoft document or whatever. So if you do touch, remember we're currently inside folder 2. So if I do touch notes.txt, it can be anything, right? It can be any extension, but let's just say txt. Need to create this note file. So how do I see it? Guess. So yes, we use ls. So if I do ls, you can see it's listing that, oh, there's a file inside here. And if I also click on folder 2, you can see that the file is here. Another command you should be aware of, it's called print working directory. So it's called pwd. So pwd basically tells you where you are, which directory you are currently working on, right? So if I do pwd, you see it's giving me the path to where I am. So the user here is Francis. I move to desktop and we're currently in folder 2. So that's where PWD comes in. To go back to like a previous folder, or let's say to this, we want to move from folder 2 to desktop, you just use like 2 dots, and it's basically saying go back to like the desktop. So if we do pwd, which is print working directory, you see it's telling us now like that we're in the desktop area. And if we do ls, which is to list, it will show us all the things on our desktop, right? Let's say touch notes2.txt. If we do ls, we can see our notes2.txt here. Now, let's say we want to copy like notes2.txt to folder 2. We use a command called cp. So cp stands for copy. Then we call the name of the file, which is notes2.txt. Now we now define like which folder do we want it to go to. So we use like the dot slash, which and then the name of the folder. So we say folder 2. And then now if we cd into folder 2 and then we do ls, which is to list, you can see that we have notes2.txt here, right? So let's try something else. Let's go back to our desktop. So I can use dot. If I want to go back like to 2 folders back, I can just add a slash and do dot again, like slash. It will take me like 2 folders back. If I just want to go like maybe 1 folder back, right? So we're on the desktop now. Now let's say we want to move. If you observe on my desktop, if I do ls, we have this file called learning.png. Now let's say I want to move it to folder 2. There's a command called mv, then we use learning.png, and then we now define the folder we want it to go to. So if we do dot folder 2, mv what is it saying? Oh, I got the spelling wrong. So learning.png move. So yeah, it has moved. It didn't give you like any response, but if you want to confirm, you can do cd folder 2 and then do ls. You see that learning.png is like already here. There's a command called who am I. So it basically tells you who is the user that is logged in on this computer or is currently using this terminal. So it's called who am I. So you should give me my name. Yeah, so you see it's a Francis Labby. So I'm the one like currently logged in into this account, right? Now let's say you used a command previously and you don't want to type it again, right? If you just press the up arrow key on your keyboard, you see it's changing. The last command we used was who am I. If we press up again, it brings out ls. Press up again, so we use cd folder. If we press up, so the up arrow key is very useful. Let's say you type a very long command. When you start getting like using more advanced commands, it helps you to just go back to a previous command that you used. Now, if you see, we have like a lot of command that we did like here. Now, let's say I want to like clear the screen. You can use clear, right? But for some people on their terminal, you can use command key or control key, like anyone that works for you. So I'll use clear. So you see it as like cleared my terminal, right? So let's say you want to learn more about a particular command, for instance, like ls. If you do man stands for like manual and do ls. it will tell you what this command is all about. So you see here, it's telling you that list directory content, is giving you some of the options you can use, right? So it's saying here these options available. For example, -a, if you do ls -a, it will show you like files that start with a dot. So normally files that start with a dot are called like hidden files. You won't normally see them, but if you want to see them in a directory, you can use ls-a. So I'll give you like an example now. Pwd to know where we are. So we're in folder 2, right? So if I do ls-a, like I'm using this option A to see if there are any hidden files. So you see here, it's saying like there are just 1 dot, 2 dots. Like I don't really know what that means, but yeah, it's just showing me like all the files that are inside plus any hidden files. So you can check out like the options. If you want to know more about the command, you always use man. The man stands for manual. I say if we do man pwd, what do we get? So yeah, it's telling us what it is, like return the working directory and all that. So there's a command called echo. Echo just basically means print what I say. So if I say echo 3, let me see what it will do. Yeah, it will just show me 3. So if I say echo http is /google.com, it will bring out like this google.com. Now if you click like control on your, if you're on Mac you use command, but if you're on Windows you just use your control key. So if I press like command or control and hover over the link, you see it gives me the option to click on it, right? So you'll be able to click on like links if you use your control command key and hover over the URL. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. And it's just like a very friendly intro, very beginner intro into the command line. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section, and I'll be happy to answer like your questions. Thank you.